Okay, students. Today my topic is class object constructor in Java programming language. So, what is class? So, Java is an object-oriented programming language, and everything in Java is associated with classes and objects. So, along with its attributes and methods. So, now think like a class is like a blueprint or a plan. Imagine you want to make a toy car. So, before you build it, you must draw a plan, and that plan will tells you that what the car will look like and how many wheels it has or what the color it will be, etc. So in Java, a class is that kind of plan. So it will tells the computer what the object should have, means its data, and what it can do, means its actions. So now if I create a class, so I am opening Visual Studio, and you know how to create a class. So new Java file and then class. Suppose I am creating a class name that is car. Okay. See, the class car is here created. So simply we will remove the public. Okay. Today we will discuss about the simple syntax, the how a car class can be created. So now see, so what the color or how many wheels. So for the color, it may be the string value. So string, string color, and then for the wheels, it should be the integer value. So integer wheels. And now I will be declaring one method, that is void drive. Okay. So here it is. And then I want to print that system out dot print ln, the print statement. So the car is driving. See, here it looks like. So this is the car class I have created. Okay, but it will not run. The output will not come. We will not show that. Okay, so a class, now we will be forwarding the concept of object. So what is object? In Java, an object is created from a class, and objects are the fundamental building blocks of object-oriented programming. And basically, they are the real world entities that your program models and interacts with. So if you go forward with the same example with like car, so an object is the real thing made from the plan. So using the car class means that is the plan, and you can make many toy cars, that is the objects. So each object can have its own color or do its own driving. So now you can relate that what is the class and how the object is related with that. Now see, I am again creating one object with that. Okay. So here I am discussing the main method, that is the public static void main, and in between that the string I will pass the arguments. Okay, and then the car, my car, because the objects should be created under the same classes. So first the class name and then the my car. Just see, new is the keyword of creating any object. Okay, by new keyword we can create any kind of object. Okay, so this and then, and next we may show the color my car dot color and equals to, suppose it is red, and then my car dot drive that is yes, and class car string color integer wheels void drive and public static void main, that is the main function. And now the car my car, yes, here I have done one type mistake, that is yes here. So see, here I have created the object, that is creation of object. Okay, and here I am calling the object. Calling the object means it will calling the method. It uses the drive method from the class. Okay, so calling the method means it uses the drive method from the class. Okay, so if I run it now, see, you can visualize that the output is coming like that the car is driving. Okay, because I have not printed the statement like what the color it is. I have declared it, but I have given the printed statement the car is driving. Now see, the car is driving in the output. Okay, so here I have created class and I have created one object in between that class. So now you guys can clearly understand the concept of the car, class and the object. Okay, so in short we can say that the class equal to plan and object is the real thing made from the plan. Okay, so coming to our next slide. So see, here I have added also a simple program of addition of two numbers in Java. So here I have declared a class of addition because we will do the addition of two numbers here. And here I have declared the static void main function, and I have declared two integers variables like integer number 1 that is equals to 10 and number 2 that is 20. So now we will add two numbers. Okay, so here see, very simple program, and then integer sum equals to number 1 plus number 2, that will print the result to the console. And then I have printed that the first number is like that, the second number is like that, and the sum of the two numbers. So what will be the output? So the number 1 that is 10 plus number 2 that is 20, and it will print 30 in the console. Okay, so and like creation of objects also, here see, the main function. Under the main function, I have created object, that my object 1 and my object 2. And as I already discussed, the new is the keyword of creation of any object. So here I have created 2 objects, okay? And for that case, I have declared only one integer. So for both the cases, it will print x equals to 5, okay? So, and this is the continuation of the previous concepts, like using multiple classes. So I have shown you the creation of a single class, but we can also create an object of a class and access it in another class. Means here you have to remember one important thing, that the name of the Java file should match the class name, okay? So in this example, now you can visualize this, that we have created 2 files in the same directory or folder. One is the main class, and here see, it is declared as the public, means it can be accessible from anywhere, right? And in between that, I have declared one integer, that is x equals to 5, okay? As the class is declared publicly, so in between that, the declaration of any variable, it will be accessible, okay? And another class that named second is also declared here, and in between that, the main function is declared. The public static void main means this is the first line of the entry of any Java programming, okay? And here under main class, I have created the my object equals to new main, okay? And then the print statement, it will print the my object dot x. So means here what will be the output? Yes, correct. Integer x equals to 5. So the output will be 5. Okay. So coming to our next slide, that is Java class methods. So what are methods? Methods are the backbone. Okay. The backbone of behavior in the Java, and that is very much crucial for writing any well-structured, efficient, and maintainable object-oriented programs. So methods are declared within a class, okay, and they are used to perform the certain actions. Already I have shown you that how to call a method, okay, in the car class, okay. So see, here it is the basic syntax. So how to call or create any method. So public class main, static void my method. So my method is the method name here, and here we will be printing that hello world, okay. And now again, the public static void main, that is the main function, and the entry point of any Java programming language, any programming written in Java basically, and then the my method, it will be calling, okay. So then it will print the hello world, okay, because I have declared the printed statement under the static void my method. Means under the my method section, I have declared the printed statement. So what it will print? Hello world, okay. Very good. And now the very important concept, that is constructor. So what is constructor? So a constructor in Java is a special method that is used to initialize objects. The constructor is called when an object of a class is created, and it can be used to set initial values of object attributes. So means it has the same name as the class. That is the key points I am mentioning. Try to keep remembering those things, that it has the same name as the class, okay, and it has no return type, not even void also, okay. And thirdly, it runs automatically when you create a new object, okay. Means whenever you are creating an object, it will run automatically, okay. And the last thing is, you can use it to give values to the object when it is made, okay. And now we will be creating another class, okay. We have discussed about the car class. So now we'll be declaring another new classes. Okay. So here I am again opening my Visual Studio and I will be creating another class like class bag. Simple. Okay. See here the class bag is declared. Again I am declaring it is as simple as that. So class bag and I'll be declaring its color. Okay. String color. Okay. Because the color will be basically the string value. And then as I have declared the class name is exactly the same name of the constructor, means here the class name is what? Bag. So the constructor name should be bag. So bag and string bag color. Bag color. Okay. And then bag then color equals to bag color. Okay. Okay. Now I will be declaring the method void show color. Okay. And then we'll be printing system dot out dot println the bag's color basically. Okay. So the bag is and then its color. See. Okay. So the method is declared and now I will be creating the class main. Okay, the main function and then the public static, the entry point. Okay, the static void main string arguments. Okay, and then bag my bag equals to new bag. Okay, and bag color blue. For the car it was red and for bag it is blue. And my bag show color. Okay, my bag show color. By default is taken here and my bag dot show color. Okay, so here the bag name is the constructor name and it is same like the bag name, class name. Okay, so now see how it looks like. Actually, what is the output is coming here. See, the output is like the bag is blue. Okay, so here it is the constructor I have created. So this is the constructor. Okay, and here I have created a bag and set the color, and what is that? It will say like the bag is blue. Okay, because it is calling the show color method. Okay, my bag dot show color. So it is calling the method, and here see the void show color. It is the method I have declared. Now see how the constructor is discussed here. Okay, so means if I simplify you again by line, here the class bag means you are defining a class named bag. A class is the blueprint of creating objects, and here bag, the bag, BAG, it represents a bag. Okay, and string color, a member variable or an instance variable color is declared to hold the color of the bag, and it is of type string, and it will store the values like blue, red, etc. And then the constructors, okay, the bag, string, bag color. Okay, this is the constructor, which is a special method and that runs automatically when you create an object of the class, and the constructor has the same name as the class, like bag. Okay, that I am saying again and again, and it does not have a return type and not even void. Okay, and it takes one argument, that is string bag color. Okay, it is passing one argument, that is string bag color. Okay, and when the object is created, the value passed like blue, that will be received in the bag color. Okay, then color equals to bag color assigns the value to the instance variable color. So now the object known its color. So this is the step where the object gets initialized with its unique data. So this is the method that prints the bag's color. It uses the instance variable color and displays it using system.print.out.println. Okay, and next see the class main. Okay, and now you start the another class name, that is main, and this class contains the main method, which is the starting point of every Java program, and then the public static void main strings arguments. What is that? This is the main method where execution is begins. Okay, and then bag, my bag equals to new bag. That is the you are creating an object of the bag class, and then the constructor sets the color, that is equals to blue, inside that object. Okay, and my bag is now a reference to that object. Okay, so my bag equals to show color means you are calling the show color method on the object my bag. Okay, because under the class my bag is the object, and here you are calling the method show color under the my bag object. Okay, and then my bag is now, and it prints. Okay, basically it prints the bag is blue using the value stored in the instance variable color. Okay, so here it is the full concept that I am debugging line by line for your better understanding. Basically, now coming back to our slide, that is the constructor, and here basically we will be discussing about the two types of it. That is, one is default and another one is parameterized. What is default constructor? Means a special type of constructor that is automatically provided by the Java compiler if no other constructors are explicitly defined within a class. Means it is by default. See, here I have declared one class, that is my class, and here the variable string name and integer age. And under the main method, I have created one object under the my class, and that is the default constructor is called here. See, okay, means here I have not initialized any kind of parameter, declared any kind of parameter here. So by default, it is calling as a constructor. So it is called a default constructor. Okay. And now the print statement like name and age. Okay. So here I have not declared any kind of value. So output, the name will be also null and the age will be also null. Okay. And then the parameterized constructor. Okay. So, and for the parameterized constructor, the constructor also can take the parameters and which are used to initialize the attributes. The following example, that is, see, it adds an integer y parameter to the constructor. It is added like, see, here I have declared x and one parameter y that is added to the constructor. Okay. And inside the constructor, we set x to y. Okay, that is declared, see, x equals to y. And when we call the constructor, we pass a parameter to the constructor 5. Okay, see, under the main method, main class, I have created one object, that is my object, new main 5. Okay, means it is calling the constructor and we pass a parameter to the constructor. So which will set the value of x to what? Equals to 5, because it is calling the main class and see the my object dot x, means it is calling and it has set the value, it has set the value of x to 5. So the output will be 5. So this is up to today, and hope you will understand those important concepts very easily. Okay, I have tried to make it simpler to all of you guys. So thank you listening my lectures today. Thank you all. Okay.